He smokes one. Deep right field. And it is gone. A grand slam for Preston Allen.
It's a hot and humid day here at the Orchard as the Yakima Valley Pippins look to take the first of 3 series this season against the Walla Walla Sweets, their sibling rival, in the Battle of the Basin. Good afternoon, welcome inside the Orchard and welcome to Pippins Pregame. I'm your 2025 voice of the Yakima Valley Pippins, Harmon Johnson. It was a nail-biter of a game last night for the Pippins home opener. A crowd of nearly 2,000 was on hand as they were treated to a 2-1 victory by the Pips. Let's take a look at last night's action. The Pippins were looking to get their offense started early, but Walla Walla's shortstop, Landon Young, had other plans.
Ahead in the count still. Has struck out twice, walked once on the season. The 3-1 liner caught. What a play out there by Landon Young. And a web gem robs the Pips of their first hit at home in the regular season. My goodness.
The Sweets would score 1 in the top of the second, but Yakima Valley would break through 2 innings later, the first run being scored by Jacob Brooks.
Awaiting the 2-0. On the ground over to first. It's off the glove of Kern. Turning around third, the ball gets into the outfield, and the Pippins have tied this game.
Preston Allen would then work his way to second base there in the fourth, and then the Pips were able to take advantage of some sloppy play by the Sweets and take the lead.
Anderson awaits. First offering. Downstairs, it gets away from the catcher, Chacon. The throw down gets into left field. Allen is tripped up at third. There's no interference, but he's going to score standing up anyway. Pippins lead 2-1 after the third error of the inning by the Sweets.
The score would remain 2-1 into the top of the 9th inning, and with the bases loaded and 2 outs, Pippins pitcher Evan Ellis shut the door.
2-2. Ellis needs to dial one in. Tension building here at Yakima County Stadium. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Ball game over. 2-1 victory. Pippins over Sweets. And game 1 of the Battle of the Basin goes to Yakima Valley thanks to a 3-inning save by Evan Ellis.
That's last night's recap, and when we return on Pippins Pregame, we'll have a chat with Pippins head coach Garrett DeGallier. Don't go anywhere. This is Pippins Pregame.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kind of is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Welcome back to Pippins Pregame. I'm here with Pippins head coach Garrett DeGallier, and a 2-1 victory last night. It was a nail-biter for sure, but in front of a huge crowd. Just have you processed last night, and how did it feel?
Yeah, we found a way to win, dealing with some adversity. And, you know, that's a sign of a good club in the making. You know, you have to find a way to win games late. You have to find ways to win close games. And even though there were things last night we feel as a coaching staff and as a club we can continue to improve upon, you know, credit to our guys, credit to our players, and then really just credit to Evan Ellis. You know, he came out ready to go from the pen, and, you know, he came in and shut the door down when it mattered. So all the credit in the world to Evan. LaFave, again, we talk about, you know, pitching, playing defense early in games is like a horse race. And if we can't get out of the gates, we're not going to win the race, you know. So credit for Colton coming out, dealing with the mound issue, dealing with the sprinkler issue, and he found a way to work through it. So, you know, all the credit in the world to those guys. We were just opportunistic enough offensively. And then from there, you know, we played defense. And moving into tonight, that's what we expect to stay very consistent throughout the course of this summer and this season, is that we will throw strikes and we will play routine defense. So we have to come out and stay consistent and build upon the things that we did last night. So great night, awesome to enjoy the fireworks, but again, just having the time of my life with these guys in the dugout. Say it every day.
Ty Pangborn is on the mound for his second appearance. He got the win on opening day. What are you excited for to see out of him in his second start?
We got Big Boy on the bump today, and he's feeling good right now. He's feeling confident, and he's going to come in and fill it up, make the bat move, and let our defense work, and give our offense a chance to get out ahead and swing the bat. So, we love watching Ty compete. He pitches with some edge. He pitches with some attitude and some purpose. And he's fun to watch, so he's gonna have a great outing tonight.
Coach, good luck tonight. Hope you can get back on the board. 2-1 victory last night. 6:35 first pitch. We'll have Banner Bank starting lineups next. This is Pippins Pregame.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Welcome back to Pippins Pregame. It's now time for the Banner Bank Pippins starting lineup. This local bank always brings its A game. It's no surprise that Newsweek once again named them one of America's best regional banks. Big congratulations to our friends at Banner Bank. If you're looking for a local bank that knows the Yakima Valley, go see them. Leading off and playing right field, as he has all 4 games this year, Dylan Anderson, the lefty, wearing number 25. Gage Reeser's back in the shortstop position and batting second. Finley Spicer, coming off of a 3-hit appearance yesterday, is batting third and playing left field in the cleanup spot after picking up his first hit of the season. Trenton Rowan will play first base, also swinging from the left side of the plate. In the 5-hole, Jaden St. Cyr, the center fielder, with 1 hit on the season so far, playing in his 5th games. Jacob Brooks, who's scored 4 runs for the Pippins this season, will bat 6th and play third base. Max Sinisak is back behind the dish and is batting .222 in the 7-hole, wearing number 46. Number 15, Ethan Buckley, will be the designated hitter tonight. He will bat 8th with a 125 batting average coming into today. And rounding out the lineup for head coach Garrett DeGallier is the second baseman, number 12, Kyler Bittner, batting .083 coming into today in his 5th game of work. So again for the Pippins, Anderson, Reeser, Spicer, Rowan, St. Cyr, Brooks, Sinisak, Buckley, and Bittner. And starting on the mound for Yakima Valley in his second appearance will be Ty Pangborn, who earned the win on opening day. We'll get you all his numbers when the Sweets come up to bat in the top of the first. That's your Banner Bank starting lineup. First pitch is next between the Sweets and the Pippins. Don't go anywhere. This is Pippins Pregame.
The Coliseum in Rome had their gladiator games, but it can't compete with Legends Casino Hotel's Coliseum of Cash. During our Summer of Games Thursday drawings in June, we're giving away over $77,000 in cash, plus a new Kawasaki side-by-side. Just use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries. Who needs Roman chariot races when you can leave them all in the dust in a Kawasaki side-by-side? All hail Legends Casino Hotel in June, and let this Summer of Games begin.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla Orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about West Side Pizza?
I love West Side Pizza.
I love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
Let's do pizza.
West Side Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. West Side Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
Save now with Buy Mart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox this week. 28-ounce Gatorades are 4 for $5. Fran's Donuts or sandwich bread is 2 for $5. Kettle Brand chips are 2 for $9. Plus find Key Men's Canvas Duck work pants for just $24.99 and Kleenex 4-packs for $6.99. And save in the bonus zone on Werner Jerky and Dawn Dish Soap. Saving our members more and keeping your dollars in your community. Buy Mart since 1955.
Seattle-born stand-up comedian and impressionist Adam Ray, live at Legends Casino, Friday, July 11th. Known best for his Netflix special, Adam Ray is Dr. Phil Unleashed, as well as his popular YouTube channel.
If you don't know what Citizens app is, it's an app you can put on your phone that notifies you of all the danger that's lurking. That sounds like fun. Yeah, there's a lot of people cooking for Cocoa Puffs right outside your door.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Adam Ray, live on July 11th at Legends Casino in Toppenish.
Beautiful rendition of America's favorite song, the national anthem, as we get set for Game 2 between the Walla Walla Sweets and the Yakima Valley Pippins. It was a 2-1 victory for Yakima Valley last night and a nail-biter. The Sweets left 3 men on in the top of the 9th inning with 2 outs as their best hitter, Landon Young, struck out against Evan Ellis, granting him his 2nd save. And on the mound tonight for the Pippins, Ty Pangborn, who in his first game with Yakima Valley came back on opening day. Pangborn threw 5 innings, gave up 5 hits, but only allowed 1 run. It was earned, didn't walk anyone, and struck out 2. Earned the win in that opening day contest up in Wenatchee, and now trying to build on that success. Coach DeGallier mentions that Ty pitches with a chip on his shoulder, trying to go out there and compete as well as he can every time he is out on the bump. The Pippins sit at 2-2, and their defense behind Pangborn in the outfield from left to right. Finley Spicer, Jaden St. Cyr, and Dylan Anderson on the infield. It's Jacob Brooks, Gage Reeser at short, Kyler Bittner at second, and Trenton Rowan at first. Max Sinisak is back behind the dish, catching for Pangborn. Just like LaFave did last night in the first inning. Walla Walla will then send up Zane Bidwell as the first baseman, Caleb Richter in left, Dominic Cadiz at third base, Johnny Backus in right field, Xavier Hattenberg getting his 2nd start of the season, and Nigel Folland, the second baseman, as we are set to go here on an 80-degree day with clear skies but some intermittent clouds. It's supposed to get as low as 54, which will feel great, as coming up this weekend we got a chance for triple digits. Pangborn's ready, and his first pitch of the game thrown at 6:36 p.m. Right on time. Better than that 20-minute delay we had last night. Cole Rogers stepping in for his first plate appearance. Seen 2 pitches and sent 2 of them foul. Pangborn way ahead in the count, 0-2 early. Fastball, breaking ball mix for the Akron product. 0-2 here early in this one.
That one upstairs. Did he go around? No. Field umpire tonight, Chris Hansen. Last night, he was the plate umpire. Instead, they flipped places. Taylor Parsons calling the balls and strikes tonight. Pangborn still ahead in the count, 1-2. Breaking ball behind the back of Cole Rogers. Evens the count at 2 apiece. Bat Boy had fallen asleep there in the Sweets dugout. Manager Colby Wattillo was the one scooping that one up from foul territory. As Pangborn's ready with his 2-2 on the ground over to third, it bounces foul. Long at bat to start here. Pangborn against Cole Rogers. First at bat. Rogers last night 0 for 3. Walked and was hit by a pitch. There he's hit by a pitch again. This one up at the head, hit the helmet. And he is on the ground in some pain, maybe a little dazed and confused. The athletic training staff will quickly attend to Cole Rogers. It was a breaking ball, so certainly nothing intentional, and luckily the slower of Pangborn's pitches. Athletic training staff from Orthopedics Northwest, as Rogers walking around in foul territory. It appears he wants to stay in this game. He and manager Colby Wattillo having a chat. Athletic trainer Sam Altamarino down there attending to Rogers. As you're going to see Pangborn just lose the grip on this breaking ball, and luckily it caught Rogers in the helmet. A little bit of just making sure that Rogers is okay. Head coach Colby Wattillo having a chat down the first base line with Taylor Parsons. As looks like Parsons is going to confer with Chris Hansen on what to do here. Certainly wish all the best for Cole Rogers. Outfielder, native of Phoenix, Arizona. Had a decent year with New Mexico State. Batted .238. Played in 11 games. Picked up 5 hits. And right now the concern is just, is he okay? A long pause is out of caution. It appears that Cole Rogers is going to be taken out of this game. Most likely concussion type symptoms. I'm not going to speculate because I don't want to be wrong, but that means that Tristan Schaefer, who had the night off originally, is going to pinch run, and it appears he'll play center field. So Landon Young will bat with Schaefer on. First pitch misses, ball 1. Another slower start to a game as that pitch misses. Down and away, 2 balls, no strikes. That one out of the hand at 80 miles an hour from Pangborn. Man, you just hope for Cole Rogers that he's all right. Snap throw over to first, gets past Rowan. It's going to trickle down the line. Turning around second, heading for 3 is Schaefer. The throw is not in time.
And so Schaefer is 90 feet away with nobody down after an error by Pangborn. Another rough start to the game, as I'm joined up in the booth by Scott T. Pippin, the mascot. Peeking over my shoulder. Man at third, Schaefer. Young in the box. That pitch misses. Trackman has it just above the zone. It's 3-0. And no, called a strike. Wow, late strike call by Taylor Parsons. I was about ready to say he drew a walk. Did Young, but nope, strike one. That one was the same height, just a little bit farther in. 3-1 now. Wrapped up the middle, past Reeser, and Walla Walla's got an early run. Landon Young with an RBI single drives in Schaefer, the pinch runner. It's 1-0.
Number 19, Tanner Kern.
So now Tanner Kern, who is the designated hitter tonight, will get a chance to bat. Kern batting .267. Here 5 games into the season now. Nobody out, pitch outside. Ball 1. Pangborn in that first appearance on opening day did give up 5 hits. There was a lot of traffic, but only 1 run came across to score. 1-0 downstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. For Kern, he's coming off of a 1-for-4 night last night. First pitch crushing right field. Bat is dropped, and the 16-foot wall will keep it. Diving attempt by the right fielder, Anderson. Man, I thought that thing was gone. We haven't seen a home run yet this year. But Anderson able to haul it in. I think Kern thought he had it, but there's no wind to assist, as that is a huge first out off of a huge swing by Kern. Good play by Anderson. Man. First pitch swinging is Zane Bidwell. Anderson's going to have another one. Does he have a double play? The throw, a liner. No, he's safe. Rowan tried to stretch it and get the double play. Young was about halfway to second when the ball was caught. Back-to-back outs to the right fielder, Anderson. 2 down now for Caleb Richter. First pitch, outside. The swing by Kern came off the bat at 99 miles an hour. Traveled 343 feet, but it's 375 out there to right center with the 16-foot high wall. 1-0, foul tipped into the mitt. 1-1. Pangborn's been consistent in the upper 80s to low 90s with the fastball. As Richter awaits the 1-1. Scorched foul over the third base dugout. Pangborn a strike away. An early 1-0 lead for the Sweets. Yakima Valley will have to come from behind. Pangborn, the 1-ball, 2-strike pitch. Just inside. 2-2. Pangborn trying to
Stop the damage at 1. 2-2, runner goes. This pitch off the end of the bat. Shallow left. Ranging back is Brooks, and falling to the seat of his pants, he makes the grab for out number 3. Couple of athletic plays by the outfield, and then Jacob Brooks gets the Pippins out of the jam. It's 1-0 Sweets as the Pippins are set for their first trip to the plate next. This is Pippins baseball.
The Coliseum in Rome had their gladiator games, but it can't compete with Legends Casino Hotel's Coliseum of Cash. During our Summer of Games Thursday drawings in June, we're giving away over $77,000 in cash, plus a new Kawasaki side-by-side. Just use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries. Who needs Roman chariot races when you can leave them all in the dust in a Kawasaki side-by-side? All hail Legends Casino Hotel in June, and let this Summer of Games begin.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Bottom of the first inning, the Pippins find themselves down 1-0 as we play Game 2 of the Battle of the Basin series. And on the mound for Game 2 for Walla Walla is Alex Jennings, who has pitched 1 inning so far this season. 1 run given up. That would be good enough for a 9 ERA. No record in that 1 game. Did strike out 1, but walked 3. And so despite not giving up any hits in that first outing, gave up the run. Pippins hoping for some of that control to not be here tonight. They'll draw quite a few walks should Jennings give it to them. Swinging first pitch is Dylan Anderson. And fouling it back for strike 1. After a decent outing by Moses Gomera last night, he went 6, gave up 6 hits to 2 runs. 0-1 breaking ball, called a strike. Moses Gomera had only worked an inning before that, giving up 2 hits, 1 run. So a couple of starters for Walla Walla that haven't had much experience yet in the young season. The 0-2, waving a miss upstairs. Down on 3 strikes is Dylan Anderson. So you hope that that trend of high walks and not a lot of innings worked works in the Pippins' favor as Gage Reeser steps to the dish for the first time. Reeser with the best batting average on the team, .419 coming into today. Lays down a bunt, pops it back right towards us. Oh, one more foot and a couple over, and that would have landed in my booth. It was directly below the road broadcaster position. Dang. We were close. The 0-1, Reeser watches ball 1. It's hard to believe that Reeser fouled one back, as there you see his numbers. That 5 hits. 1-1, fouled away. 1-2. Reeser had 3 stolen bases up in Wenatchee. None so far here at home as he puts this one in play out to second. It's booted off the end of the glove by Folland.
And so both teams trading errors in the first inning. And a man's aboard for Yakima Valley.
Now batting, number 18, Finley Spicer.
So here's Finley Spicer, who last night was 3 for 4, and his only out came on a pitch timer strikeout. Spicer trying to at least advance Reeser as the pitch is high. Ball 1. Reeser does have speed down there at first. Spicer now with 4 hits on the season after that 3-hit barrage last night. Pick throw over to first, not in time. Jennings didn't get any help from Fallon on that first ball put in play as the pitch is upstairs, 2-0. It's been a trouble for both of these teams early in the season. Yakima Valley a little bit more so, the errors. Long pause before the 2-0. Spicer swings and misses, 2-1. Coming into the game, Yakima Valley with those 14 errors, of course, 8 of them coming during game 2 against Wenatchee. Walla Walla only with 6, but they had 3 last night as the pitch is upstairs, 3-1. Hopefully that's a trend to continue as you see Alex Jennings there in the road grays with Walla across the front. Of course, Walla Walla, the town's so nice they named it twice. 3-1, breaking ball. Spicer thought about swinging, holds off. It's called a strike anyway, and it runs full. Spicer drove in the first 2 runs of the Pippins season back in the first inning during opening day in Wenatchee. Got a man at first. Reeser is picked off. He's going to get into a rundown. 1-3 to 5 to 6 rather, back to 3. And what's the call here? Chris Hansen saying that maybe interference going to be called. Colby Wattillo out of the dugout right away. Gage Reeser's being awarded second base as Chris Hansen appears to have called interference. Man, I was so worried about counting which positions got the ball that I wasn't even paying attention to the baseline. As that appears to be the discussion between Chris Hansen and manager for the Sweets, Colby Wattillo. Gage Reeser awarded second. The infield standing around, waiting for the discussion to wrap up. That's the first interference call the Pippins have seen. As now Taylor Parsons joins the party over there on the first base line. Of course, nothing reviewable here in the West Coast League. We don't have the VAR or the instant replay. The crowd here starting to become a little bit restless. Wattillo's in his first season as the manager of the Walla Walla Sweets. In fact, this is one of his first coaching jobs out of college. As the crowd continues to get restless. Discussion continuing on the interference call. That's got to be what was called. As it appears this is a losing battle for Colby Wattillo. Has one more word for field umpire Chris Hansen. He's going to have to watch his temper the rest of the night. He's going to be on thin ice for the rest of this one. But Gage Reeser awarded second on the interference call. It's a 3-2 count to Finley Spicer. Now a man in scoring position. Payoff pitch. Spicer puts it in play, dribbler in front of the mound. The throw over by Jennings is in time for out number 2. That does advance Reeser to third. That'll bring up Trenton Rowan. Rowan batting .083 on the season. Picked up his first hit last night. The Pippins have a man 90 feet away thanks to an interference call and a ground out. Been a couple of odd starts to the 2 games here at the Orchard so far. Foul tipping into the mitt is Rowan. Yesterday, of course, we had that 20-minute delay because the mound needed some work. And now an interference argument that lasted about 4 minutes. The 0-1 on the ground, hard over to first. Unable to field it cleanly is Bidwell. It trickles into foul territory, and scoring standing up is Gage Reeser. The interference call comes back to bite Walla Walla in the butt, and it's 1-1 here in Yakima.
Now batting, number 1, Jaden Simpson.
2 errors here in the inning, one by the second baseman, one by the first baseman. And for the second night, the first run has been scored thanks to 2 errors in the inning by Walla Walla. Trenton Rowan sneaking off of first base. St. Cyr takes strike 1. It was hard hit. We'll see if they give Rowan the benefit of the doubt. They do. They rule it a single. So Rowan picks up his second hit. Next one in there, strike 2. So Rowan credited with an RBI. Reeser reached on the error and then made it to second on an interference call. Got to third on a ground out and scored there on the single. Rowan trailing off, and Jennings throws high for ball 1. Odd sequence of events to start this game. 1-2 way outside. Gage Reeser scoring on that last play is unearned. Reached on an error, and interference should have had him picked off, so he should have been out twice. 2-2 high and away. Count runs full. That means that all 3 runs the Pips have scored so far this homestand have been unearned. They had 2 unearned last night, and now this one. Three balls, 2 strikes. Jennings struggling a little bit on the mound. Payoff pitch. St. Cyr lines one out towards right center field. Will it plug the gap? No. Ranging over is Backus. Rowan was off with the pitch with 2 outs, and so he'll be at third. Back-to-back singles for the Pippins, and they're not done yet here in the first.
Now batting, number 6, Jacob.
That'll bring up Jacob Brooks, who scored one of the 2 runs last night. St. Cyr with some speed, as he's demonstrated in the outfield. He might be a candidate to run here. Walla Walla puts a play on. With runners at the corners, 2 outs. Brooks has scored 4 of the Pippins' runs so far this season. There goes St. Cyr. No, he bluffs, and the pitch is called a strike. Brooks batting 143 in what's now his 5th game as a Pippin. 0-1, not going St. Cyr, swing and a miss. Pippins down to their final strike here in the first. Game is tied at 1 apiece. 1 run on 2 hits and 1 Sweets error so far here in the first. Put in play, Brooks. And it's booted over at short. Another run comes in to score. That's Trenton Rowan. And that is the second error of the inning by the Sweets. And now the Pippins lead 2-1.
Now batting, number 46, Max Sanderson.
St. Cyr was in to second safely, so the only play would have been to first. But unable to grab it cleanly was Young, who made a couple of stellar plays last night. In fact, one of them made it into our open. As Hattenberg goes out to calm down Jennings, you got to think that he's got to tell Jennings something along the lines of, hey, you're doing your job. The defense just hasn't really been behind you yet. As now here's Max Senesac, the catcher. Time is called as the coaching staff for Walla Walla asking their team to lock in. Some frustration in the Sweets dugout already as the first pitch is downstairs for ball one. Certainly a lazier start to this game if you're the Sweets. 2 errors, quite possibly could have had 3. The 1-0. High, ball 2. This is a rivalry series that dates back officially to 2021, but these teams have played at least 3 times each year that the Pippins have been around. 2-0, downstairs. There is a base open at third, so a walk doesn't immediately hurt you. But Ethan Buckley, who has driven in a run, waits in the on-deck circle. Jennings ready with the 3-0. Runners break. Pitch is called a strike. It's a double steal with no throw. Now a base hit scores 2 runs with 2 outs here. St. Cyr and Brooks taking an extra base uncontested. Jennings, 3 balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Fly ball center field. Rogers. Actually, that's now Schaefer in the game for Rogers. Makes the play for out number 3. But not before the Pippins strike back for 2 runs in their half of the first. We head to the top of the second. 2-1 Pips. This is Pippins baseball.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, oh, you have braces? They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about West Side Pizza?
I love West Side Pizza.
I love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, their Hawaiian's great.
Let's do pizza.
West Side Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. West Side Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
Top of the second inning, Ty Pangborn now pitches with a lead as the Pippins went out and got 2 runs in the bottom of the first thanks to 2 hits and 2 errors committed by the Walla Walla Sweets. Coming into this series, Walla Walla had only committed 3 errors, but now they've doubled that and more after an error by Folland and then one later in the first inning by Young. Both runs for the Pips that came across were unearned, so all 4 runs that have been scored so far have been unearned by the Pips. The 1 run for Walla Walla came after Cole Rogers was hit by a pitch and had to exit the game. Schaefer would come around to score on an RBI single by Landon Young and an error by Ty Pangborn. That's how we sit, 2-1, last night's final score. Pippins hoping for a little more offense tonight. as Pangborn faces Dominic Cadiz and throws ball 1. 0 for 1. This is his first start, second game for Cadiz. Foul back, count even at 1 apiece. Did not strike out in that first plate appearance, so does not have that counting against him. Cadiz, Backus, and Hattenberg, 6, 7, 8 to face Pangborn as that one's fouled away. Pangborn, despite giving up the leadoff run, it was only about a 17-pitch inning as he brings the 1-2 home, and this is sky high, but way foul into the parking lot. Way in front of that was Dominic Cadiz. Pangborn's pitch count up to 23 now. He brings home another 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball called, strike 3. First punch out of the day for Pangborn. There's one down here in the second.
Now batting, number 25, Johnny Backus.
So now Johnny Backus is up to the dish. No batting average. He's 0 for 8 on the season through 2 games with 5 strikeouts. First pitch, down and away. Just barely missing the corner. One-0 pitch is fouled towards the Sweets dugout. Count moves back to even at 1 apiece. Pangborn trying to get a quicker inning here in the second. Way even a miss. Backus way ahead of that one and down to his final strike. Crowd here would love a second strikeout as Pangborn into the windup. The pitch. Called strike 3. Back-to-back punchies for Pangborn. And there's 2 down here in the second inning.
Now batting, number 24, Xavier Hattenberg.
Back-to-back strikeouts. Pangborn feeling it now after giving up an early run. Xavier Hattenberg watches ball 1 way high and way away. Hattenberg doing the catching duties today. Next one, called a strike. Count even 1 apiece. It was Isaiah Chacon doing the work behind the backstop yesterday. Hattenberg from Pomona Pitzer College. 1-1 from Pangborn, away. Sophomore from Spokane, Washington is Hattenberg. Batting from the left side. 2-1, right back where it came from, and this ball's going to trickle into center field. Just to the left of the second base bag, it's a 2-out single by the Sweets catcher, and that'll bring up Nigel Folland. Folland last night was 1 for 3. Trying to do what he did last night and drive a man home. First pitch called a strike. He had the lone RBI for the Sweets in their 2-1 loss. Hattenberg, short lead off of first. Pangborn downstairs. 1-1. Pangborn certainly has some length. He can get you through 5 innings, and those 5 innings actually wasn't even on that many pitches. He only threw about 70. Big cut at the 78-mile-an-hour breaking ball. Falling down to his final strike. Again, a short lead at first. Miniature leg kick by Pangborn, and this one's lined back up the middle. Reeser unable to get a glove on it, and it's back-to-back singles right back up the gut. 2 on, 2 outs here. As now the top of the order gets to bat here for the Sweets, and it's Cole Rogers being allowed to re-enter this game. That is a rule I was not aware of. Must have passed all the concussion protocol. Two on, 2 outs. Rogers skies one high on the infield on the first pitch he sees. Brooks calling for it, and he makes the grab for out number 3. Rogers re-enters after getting plunked in the head in the first inning, but can't bring a couple across. It's 2-1 Pippins as we head to the bottom of the second. This is Pippins Baseball.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox this week. 28-ounce Gatorades are 4 for $5. Fran's Donuts or sandwich bread is 2 for $5. Kettle Brand chips are 2 for $9. Plus find Key Men's Canvas Duck work pants for just $24.99 and Kleenex 4-packs for $6.99. And save in the bonus zone on Werner Jerky and Dawn Dish Soap. Saving our members more and keeping your dollars in your community. Bi-Mart since 1955.
Seattle-born stand-up comedian and impressionist Adam Ray, live at Legends Casino, Friday, July 11th. Known best for his Netflix special, Adam Ray is Dr. Phil Unleashed, as well as his popular YouTube channel.
If you don't know what Citizens app is, it's an app you can put on your phone that notifies you of all the danger that's lurking. That sounds like fun. Yeah, there's a lot of people cooking for Cocoa Puffs right outside your door.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Adam Ray, live on July 11th at Legends Casino in Toppenish.
Bottom of the second as the Pippins will send up 8, 9, and 1. Ethan Buckley, Kyler Bittner, and then Dylan Anderson back at the top. Received some clarification on the concussion protocol rule. Rogers had actually entered back on defense in the first inning. Passed all the concussion protocol, and I noticed that as the athletic training staff was passing by Taylor Parsons, they gave him sort of a thumbs up, so that had to have been the clearance by the training staff saying that he's okay to play, and so being reinserted back into the lineup. Schaefer did score the run back in the first inning, so that stat will not count towards him, but he's back out there in center as the first pitch to Ethan Buckley is down and away for ball 1. Of course, the West Coast League focused on development of players. Upstairs, 2-0. If Rogers is good to go by the training staff, then why not put him back in? Try and get him a couple more at-bats. 2-0 fouled away. Buckley enters today batting 125, got the start in game 2 up in Wenatchee. Committed 2 errors, but also had a hit and an RBI. He bats now with nobody out. Base is empty and a pitch upstairs. 3 balls, 1 strike. Awaiting his turn is Kyler Bittner for the first time. Bittner only with the 1 hit this season. Jennings 3-1 to Buckley. Roped out towards center field, ranging over Rogers, and the speed pays off out there in center field. There's 1 down. That ball was stung off the bat. 97 exit velo, but Rogers able to range over and make the grab. So Kyler Bittner now. First pitch, bottom of the zone, strike 1. Bittner playing second base for his 4th game. upstairs, 1-1. From Canada College, Northern California native. 1-1, just inside. Taylor Parsons thought about it. It's now 2-1. This one's right back where it came from. Third hit of the night for the Pippins. And now the top of the order gets to bat with a man on and one out.
Now batting, number 25, Dylan Anderson.
Second time through the order in as many innings. Pippins already 2 runs on 3 hits. 3 Walla Walla Sweets errors already in this game. Check over to first. Another check over to first. They're really paying attention to Bittner over there. On the season, only 1 stolen base. Has the speed to pick up a few more as Anderson watches ball 1. One fouled into and out of the mitt of Hattenberg. Trying to find where the third error was on Walla Walla. As a pick over to first, not in time. It was an error by the shortstop to allow Brooks on, as that's a check back. They ruled the interference call against Reeser as there's a third check back. The interference is officially ruled in E6. So that is the third error. There we go. We found it. 1-1, sky high on the infield. Bittner will retreat back to first, making the catch is Fallon for out number 2.
Now batting, number 8, Gage Reeser.
So now Gage Reeser came around and scored the game's first run, thanks to making his way down to first on an error by the second baseman Fallon. The error that we just found on the shortstop Young for getting in the way. Would later score on the single by Rowan. Pops one high on the right side. It drops in foul territory, though, as Bidwell gave way for Fallon. I don't quite exactly know why Bidwell didn't just call that ball off for himself. Fallon was diving towards the line, and a little bit of miscommunication by the Sweets defense. That's another out that Jennings could have had, but he'll have to throw at least one more pitch here. He's definitely had to work harder than he needed to. 0-1 laced out to center, initially in, but settling is Rogers. And he makes the grab for out number 3. That's how we end the second. It's 2-1 Pippins over the Sweets. This is Pippins Baseball.
The Coliseum in Rome had their gladiator games, but it can't compete with Legends Casino Hotel's Coliseum of Cash. During our Summer of Games Thursday drawings in June, we're giving away over $77,000 in cash, plus a new Kawasaki side-by-side. Just use your Legends rewards card to earn entries. Who needs Roman chariot races when you can leave them all in the dust in a Kawasaki side-by-side? All hail Legends Casino Hotel in June, and let this Summer of Games begin.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Top of the third inning is about set to get underway. Glad to be with you here on your Wednesday night. I'm Harmon Johnson. Pippins lead 2-1. That was the final score last night as the Pippins got 2 runs on 7 hits, committed 2 errors, and left 9 men on base. The Sweets were only held to 1 on 3 hits, 3 errors committed, and 10 runners left on base. The Pippins pitching staff was great last night. Pangborn gets a wave and a miss from Landon Young to get ahead in the count. Young, the 6'1", 180 native of Highland, California. That one misses inside 1-1. Last night was 1 for 4. Drew a walk as well. Struck out 3 times. One ball, 1 strike. This one is out towards second, but not able to grab by Bittner. It's into right field for a leadoff single. That is the 4th hit already of the night for the Sweets.
Number 19, Tanner Kern.
Second hit of the night for Landon Young. First one was an RBI single that scored Schaefer. Here's Tanner Kern. Lefty-righty matchup, the ball in the dirt. Senesac with a strong throw down. It's to the wrong side of the base. It gets into center field. St. Cyr going to come up and put it in his pocket. We'll see who they give the error on, whether it's Senesac or Reeser. Landon Young into third. It was a decent throw by Senesac just to the wrong side of the base. They ruled a stolen base to get to second. As this one is tattooed out towards right center, this one's going to plug the gap. Turning around first, heading to second is Kern. He'll hauled up there. As scoring easily is Landon Young, and just like that, it's a brand new ball game. 2-2 here in the third.
Number 57, Zane Bidwell.
Zane Bidwell waits for first base coach to grab the gear of Tanner Kern as he motored into second base on that one. They do rule it an error on Senesac to get Young to third. It's probably the right ruling there. The throw was offline. Wave and a miss, ball in the dirt, but it's corralled. It's 0-1. Bidwell lined out to the right fielder Anderson back in the first inning. This one sent foul back towards the press box, but misses to the left. Pangborn way ahead in the count, 0-2. He comes set. Checks the runner at second, the 0-2. Wave and a miss. First base occupied. Senesac caught it. And so there, is out number 1.
Now batting, number 32, Caleb Richter.
So Caleb Richter will bat with a man at second and 1 out. Bright sunshine still shining over most of Yakima County Stadium, as don't exactly know what the delay is here. Taylor Parsons maybe asking or answering a question from the Pippins dugout. It looks like home plate umpire Taylor Parsons might have some blood on his person. The athletic training staff now tending to Parsons. The ATs have been busy tonight, and thankfully everybody's okay. Rogers, of course, was checked out for a concussion and has re-entered this game, and now home plate umpire Taylor Parsons needing a bandage. Should be a quick fix. Let's take a look at the standings in the West Coast League. In the South, Portland came into today 4-0. Marion played 1 game. They are technically in line with Portland, but only playing the 1 game puts them behind. Bend sitting at 3-1. They're 1 game behind. These 2 teams, Yakima Valley and Walla Walla, tied at 2 apiece, and they're 2 games behind. In the North, it's Edmonton leading the way 2-0 after a day game victory today. They played baseball at 11 o'clock in Edmonton earlier today. Riverhawks beating the Harbor Cats 9-1. Victoria drops to 3-2. First pitch now to Caleb Richter, called a strike. Taylor Parsons all bandaged up. The man at second is Tanner Kern after an RBI double that tied this game, bringing home Landon Young. Pitch just misses. Count even at 1 apiece. Just below and just to the outside of the zone, according to TrackMan. Pangborn's 1-1, fouled straight back. Head coach Garrett DeGallier going to grab that one from the dugout. Count is 1-2 now. Pangborn looking for his 4th punchy. Long pause, check of Kern. Now he comes home, swing and a miss. There is the 4th punchy. Maybe I got to start speaking some more things into existence. Back-to-back strikeouts for the 2nd time tonight. And now Dominic Cadiz, who was one of the 4 strikeout victims of Pangborn back in the 2nd inning, is up to bat. Cadiz swinging a dark black bat as the first pitch catches the zone, 0-1. Now 0 for 2 on the season is Cadiz. He was 0 for 1 entering today. The 0-1. Another high fly ball towering down the left field line, but again, way foul. Cadiz had one of those in the 2nd inning that probably went about 400 feet, just way out in front. In fact, that one, don't have an official distance for it because it wasn't in fair territory, but 98 miles an hour off the bat. The 0-2. Major League pop-up. It is going to drift out of play. One hop off the ramp on the third base side of the concourse. A 73-degree launch angle there.
definitely got under that one. Could easily will be freshman at UCLA. 0-2. Wave and a miss. Pangborn picks up his 5th strikeout, and he strikes out the side after giving up 2 early hits. The score is now 2 apiece as we head to the bottom of the 3rd. Pippins and Sweets. Bottom of the 3rd's next. This is Pippins Baseball.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about West Side Pizza?
I love West Side
I
Pizza.
love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
Let's do pizza.
West Side Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. West Side Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
Bottom of the 3rd inning, and it's 3-4-5 due up for the Pippins, a group that had some success back in the 1st inning. It was Trenton Rowan who got an RBI single to put the Pippins on the board, and it was Jaden St. Cyr who got a single and was stranded at 3rd that helped keep the train moving. Pippins would leave 2 on in that inning. As we stand, it's 2-2. Jennings still out there. It's his 3rd inning of work as the first pitch. Bottom of the zone for Finley Spicer. Got a job done. Advanced Gage Reeser over to 3rd on a ground out back to the pitcher Jennings. Outside, did he go down? No, says Chris Hansen. Spicer at an even count, 1-1. Hanging breaking ball, and this is ripped into the parking lot over that short fence down there. It was a line drive. 99 off the bat for Finley Spicer. The 1-2 now, down and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jennings has had to work hard here in this game. First the 2-2 breaking ball. He went around that time, and Spicer's down on strikes. Second strikeout for Jennings. Jennings in this game has thrown 30 strikes, 18 pitches out of the zone. It's already 58, though. We're here in the bottom of the 3rd, 1 out. Nobody in either bullpen yet. Breaking ball, strike 1 to Trenton Rowan, who picked up his 2nd hit of the season on a hard line drive to first base. Wave and a miss there. It's been the off-speed pitches that have been working good for Jennings recently. That one, 82. No balls, 2 strikes. Rides inside and hits Trenton Rowan. He's on base for the 2nd time tonight. There's a man aboard with 1 out for the Pips. So a base runner in every inning for Yakima Valley. That continues. As Jaden St. Cyr getting a couple of extra rounds of applause. Family, friends, or host family is in attendance. We'll try and figure out who. St. Cyr watching the first pitch. It's called a strike by Taylor Parsons. Only one hit on the season until 2 innings ago when he picked up his second hit of the year. This one on the ground over to third. There'll be no play at second. St. Cyr out by 2 steps at first. Rowan advances to second base on the ground out by St. Cyr. 2 down now, but Jacob Brooks walked in his last plate appearance last night, reached on an error, so he's been able to get on base the last couple of games, but hasn't had to pick up a hit to do so. In fact, in Game 3 at Wenatchee, he reached on an error and a walk. He's already reached on the error, so if history tells us he's probably about to reach on a walk here. Of course, Brooks, you can't forget, back on Thursday of last week against the CCL Showcase team, had a triple, a stand-up triple at that he turned into a Little League home run. 1-0 way outside. 2-0 to Brooks. Mississippi native, attends Niagara. Batting with a man in scoring position here. 2 outs. 2-0 pitch. Inside. It's 3-0. Well, Brooks will get on with a walk if that's what Jennings is going to give him. He'll take that. 3-0. Had to throw a strike, and he did. 3-1. Waiting on deck is Max Senesac, trying to make up for an error that allowed the second run to come across. 3 balls, 1 strike. On the ground, out towards short. Rowan stutter steps. Hard throw across. It's high, but keeping his foot on the bag is Bidwell. And that retires the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 was left on for the Pippins. We're through 3 here at the Orchard. The score is 2-2, Pippins and Sweets. This is Pippins Baseball.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox this week. 28-ounce Gatorades are 4 for $5. Fran's Donuts or sandwich bread is 2 for $5. Kettle Brand chips are 2 for $9. Plus find Key Men's Canvas Duck work pants for just $24.99 and Kleenex 4-packs for $6.99. And save in the bonus zone on Werner Jerky and Dawn Dish Soap. Saving our members more and keeping your dollars in your community. Bi-Mart since 1955.
Seattle-born stand-up comedian and impressionist Adam Ray, live at Legends Casino, Friday, July 11th. Known best for his Netflix special, Adam Ray is Dr. Phil Unleashed, as well as his popular YouTube channel.
If you don't know what Citizens app is, it's an app you can put on your phone that notifies you of all the danger that's lurking. That sounds like fun. Yeah, there's a lot of people cooking for Cocoa Puffs right outside your door.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Adam Ray, live on July 11th at Legends Casino in Toppenish.
It's the top of the 4th inning here at the Orchard. Glad you're with us on a Wednesday night. I'm Harmon Johnson. It's 2-2. Yakima Valley scored 2 in the first, and that's it so far. Walla Walla with 1 in the first, 1 in the third. The Sweets with 5 hits and 2 errors. The Pippins with 3 hits and 2 errors. And Ty Pangborn is back out there for his 4th inning of work. Again, it was Pangborn who earned the win for the Pippins on opening day back on Friday in Wenatchee. He will face 7, 8, and 9 due up for the Sweets. He's got 5 strikeouts to his name so far today. As the first pitch to Johnny Backus misses for ball 1. Backus, one of those 5 strikeouts. 1-0 way out in front. 1-1. now has 6 strikeouts on the year, does Backus. He's 0 for 9 through 2 games plus this one. Another wave and a miss. Pangborn's got him where he wants him. One ball, 2 strikes. Tie into the windup. The 1-2. Upstairs. Pangborn keeping Backus around. Three lefties due up in this inning against the right-handed throwing Pangborn. The 2-2, breaking ball, never got the plate. And so the counts run full. Something Pangborn didn't do in that opening day start was walk a batter, and he did hit Rogers, but so far no walks allowed on the season. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 6 is his 4th straight. And Pangborn is dialed in here against the Sweets.
Number 24, Xavier Patrick.
4 of the 6 have come on the last 4 batters. Bidwell, Richter, Cadiz, and Backus. All down swinging. And now the left-handed hitting Xavier Hattenberg, who got a single off of Pangborn back in the 2nd, sees strike 1. Another one right in there. 0-2. Pangborn cruising here in the 4th. You'd love a quick inning. That would allow him to potentially go out for the 5th. He's at 61. Now 62 pitches is put in play over to 3rd. Soft bounce over to Brooks. It's dug out at first by Rowan. And a nice play by the Pippins corner infielders. There's 2 down. So that breaks the strikeout streak, but it was an out on 3 pitches. 63 pitches now for Pangborn. There are a couple of arms down, getting loose, getting warmed up in the Pippins bullpen. First pitch away, 1-0. You know Pangborn wants to compete and try and go 5 to qualify for a potential win. 1-0 defensive swing, foul territory. That pitch was up at Fallen's eyes and used the bat as a weapon to get that out of his head area. The 1-1. This one is sent down the left field line towards that Pippins bullpen, and one hops off of the concourse and back into play. One and 2, 1 pitch away from retiring the side in order. Pangborn's pitch downstairs. Sinisak points at him, says that's where I wanted it, trying to draw a swing and a miss. Count moves back to even, 2 apiece. As Pangborn into the windup, the 2-2. Ripped down the left field line. Is it going to stay fair? And no, it is foul up against the exterior fence. No question whether it was fair or foul. The wall is green, the pole is green, and then the exterior fencing is silver. So if it hits any part of that silver, you know it's a foul ball. Everybody's set now. Pangborn's 2-2 pitch. Outside, and the count is run full. Sweets bats have been doing that against Ty Pangborn, making him work hard in counts. To this point, no blemishes. The payoff pitch. Defensively through the right side, it's a 2-out single for Nigel Folland. His 2nd such single of the game. That flips the lineup card over for Cole Rogers.
Now batting, number 1, Cole Rogers.
Rogers hit by that pitch, made it through the concussion protocol, was cleared to play, and then popped out in the 2nd inning. Second time a man's been at first base for Rogers. Ball skips away from Senesac. That was way inside. Wide turnaround second, Fallen, but no advance. So now runner in scoring position with 2 outs. It was ball 1 to Cole Rogers. Rolled a wild pitch. Checking the runner at second. Pangborn fires home. This one also bounces, but Senesac able to keep it in front. 2-0. As pitching coach Anthony Alvarado is going to head out and have a chat with his big, tall right-hander. While they do that, we have a chance to take a look at some of the scores around the league. Like I said, one game already in the books. Edmonton beat Victoria 9-1 in Edmonton. In the bottom of the first inning, Port Angeles and Nanaimo tied at 0 in Port Angeles. Springfield and Bend tied at 0 in the top of the first. Marion and Ridgefield, no score in the second. Kamloops is up on Bellingham 1-0 in the bottom of the first. And the only other game that has started so far is Kelowna and Wenatchee. No score, bottom of the first. The Corvallis-Portland game was scheduled for 7:15, but there's no score update in there right now. Assumably in some sort of delay. The 2-0 on the ground over to third. It bounces foul. Just on the left side of that third base pillow. Try and get an update for that game down in Portland. Of course, the Pickles off to a undefeated start, 4-0. Pippins trying to get above 500 for the second time. Pangborn, the 2-1. Nice pitch there. It's 2-2. 1 run in the first, 1 in the third for Walla Walla. They have a threat here in the fourth. Pangborn trying to shut the door. A check of the runner Fallen. Now the 2-2. Down and away. Senesac has it bounce away from him. And so there's a man at third with 2 outs. It'll be a payoff pitch upcoming to Cole Rogers. Pangborn into the windup now with the man at third. The payoff on the ground over to short. Reeser has it hop up on him, and it's into left field. The Sweets retake the lead 3-2 on the error by Gage Reeser. And it's now 3-2, Walla Walla over Yakima Valley. Rule it an E6. Run scores. Third error of the game by Yakima Valley. So now they're 17th on the season. First pitch downstairs at the feet of Senesac. 1-0. Three runs, 6 hits for Walla Walla, and the benefit of 3 Pippins errors. That one off the bat foul. Trying to check his swing was Landon Young, but couldn't hold up. Counts now 1-1. Pangborn was a strike away from ending the inning. Now he works against Young as this one's down in the dirt, but cut on and missed. 1-2. Nobody in either bullpen. It appears Pangborn has the ball through this inning at least. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rogers at first. He takes off. Fouled away, just staying alive is Landon Young. Couldn't decide if he wanted to swing all the way or not.
Taylor Parsons requests a few more baseballs. Count will remain 1-2. Pangborn yet again a strike away. He's got 6 strikeouts on the night. This would be a huge 7th. The pitch. Downstairs. 2-2. Certainly I would love to stop the bleeding here at Young. You don't want to go around anymore. Tanner Kern had a double back in the 3rd that scored the 2nd run of the game. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The runner goes, swing and a miss. A huge 7th strikeout for Ty Pangborn as he's through 4. But the Sweets reclaim the lead. It's now 3-2, Walla Walla over Yakima Valley. This is Pippins Baseball.
The Coliseum in Rome had their gladiator games, but it can't compete with Legends Casino Hotel's Coliseum of Cash. During our Summer of Games Thursday drawings in June, we're giving away over $77,000 in cash, plus a new Kawasaki side-by-side. Just use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries. Who needs Roman chariot races when you can leave them all in the dust in a Kawasaki side-by-side? All hail Legends Casino Hotel in June, and let this Summer of Games begin.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Bottom of the 4th, Max Senesac due up first, 7, 8, and 9 for Yakima Valley as they find themselves back down by 1. First pitch called a strike. It was yet another unearned run in this series between Walla Walla and Yakima Valley. Jennings sends one in there, and Senesac ropes one down the line. Will it stay fair? It does, and that is the first long ball of the season for the Yakima Valley Pippins. Was able to just keep it fair inside that left field foul pole, and the Pippins are retied in this game, 3-3. The first home run of the season for the Pippins, off the bat at 100 miles an hour. It traveled 345 feet. Jennings left a 71 mile an hour curveball over the heart of the plate, and Max Senesac didn't miss it. First pitch in there to Ethan Buckley for strike 1. This is a park that does not give up very many home runs, but if you do like Senesac did and rope it down the foul line, you've got a shot. Pitch downstairs, count evens at 1 apiece. Just like that, we're back to square again, 3-3. One right back where it came from, off the glove of Jennings. Scooping it up is Young. He throws over to first in time. Score at 1-6-3 on the putout. Tough out for Buckley. 1 down. Got a good bounce off of the glove of Jennings. Buckley's retired. Here's Kyler Bittner now after picking up his second hit of the season in the 2nd inning with the bases empty. Breaking ball inside.
2-0 now, as Hattenberg requests a new baseball. 345 feet, 100 miles an hour. Off the bat of Max Senesac has it tied. Down and away, 3-0. Bittner trying to get on base here with one out. Sun continues to set here as the 3-0 pitch comes in, and it's downstairs. A 4-pitch walk to Kyler Bittner. That'll flip the lineup card over again as action starts down in the Walla Walla Suites bullpen.
Now batting, number 25, Dylan.
It's Jacob Talbot warming up down there for the Suites. Right-handed arm. As now Dylan Anderson bats for the third time. Snap throw over to first, not in time. Bittner, decent lead. Anderson squirts one towards the left side, and Young can't come up with it. A walk and now a single here in the fourth, and the Pippins have something cooking with only one out.
Now batting, number 8, Gage.
Off the end of the bat at 59 miles an hour, but Anderson will take the hit any way he can get it. Picks up his third hit of the season. As now Gage Reeser, who committed the error back in the fourth inning that allowed another run to come across, looking for some revenge here. Bittner breaks for third. The throw goes down to first, and it's into right field. Bittner scores standing up, and Anderson motors into second. It's now 4-3 Pippins. Throwing error after a stolen base by Bittner brings him home, and the Pippins have regained the lead. Runner still in scoring position there, but only one of them now as pitch misses just inside. Reeser heading the count 2-0. Jennings a little bit visibly frustrated up there on the mound. That one skips in front of the plate. Anderson's going to be at third. A wild pitch. 90 feet away is an insurance run for Yakima Valley. The 3-0. Downstairs again, Reeser takes a walk. Second walk here in the inning. And now you got to really think about how quickly can Talbot warm up.
Number 18, Finley Spicer.
Finley Spicer will be the man to hit with runners at the corners and one out, but first, a mound visit here by Colby Wattillo. This might be the end of the line for Jennings. Offense comes in for a meeting. Defense does as well. Does Talbot get the call here? Fist bumps all around by Jennings, and it looks like he will. On to break. We'll get you the numbers for Talbot when we come back. This is Pippins Baseball.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about West Side Pizza?
I love West Side
I
Pizza.
love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
Let's do pizza.
West Side Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. West Side Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
New arm for the Walla Walla Sweets here in the bottom of the fourth. It's Jacob Talbot, a right-handed pitcher attending Biola University. 6 foot, 185. On the season with Biola, didn't appear in very many games. In fact, his ERA is elevated clear up at 1890. With the Sweets, 1 inning worked, 4 runs given up, 3 of them earned. Good enough for a 27 ERA. He inherits a first and third situation. Anderson at third, Reeser at first, following a single and a walk. The inning was led off by a 345-foot home run down the left field line by Max Senesac. And Finley Spicer waits to greet the new pitcher, Talbot. Jennings able to go 3 1/3 innings. Had only given up 3 runs through the 3 innings or 3 hits rather, through the 3 innings until the 4th, where he gave up home run, single. So ends the day with 5. Now a conversation being had by field umpire Chris Hansen with manager Colby Wattia of the Sweets, and now the umpires get together to have a discussion. Looked like a pretty straight switch of the pitchers.
All 3 bingos have been played. Thank you for playing.
Umpires break up their meeting, and now Finley Spicer's ready to step into the box. Talbot's first pitch, called a strike to Finley Spicer. 2 walks and 2 strikeouts for Jennings. Already 4 runs in, 2 more potentially waiting on the base paths. This one is scorched past a diving Bidwell at first. 1 run is home. Reeser motoring around second into third. Finley stretching a single to a double. And it's his second RBI hit of the season. Finley Spicer comes through. It's 5-3 Pippins.
Now batting, number 14, Trenton.
Anderson comes home to score. Reeser now at third. Spicer with a big hit here in the 4th. All of it started by Max Senesac with his leadoff home run. Here's Trenton Rowan, who has home run power of his own. Corners playing in. Wave and a miss. Only 1 out to the booth. There will be some snacking in between innings here. 0-1, foul tip into the mid of Hattenberg. Rowan down to his final strike. Waiting on deck is Jaden St. Cyr. Talbot shakes out the glove. Here's the 0-2, misses away. The Pips had given up the lead in the top of the 4th inning on an error by Gage Reeser, but they've got it right back and then some. Talbot, the 1-ball, 2-strike pitch. Downstairs. 2-2. First base is open. Should they walk Rowan, you would face St. Cyr with the bags full and 1 out.
Last licks of sunlight stretching across the field. The 2-2 swung on and missed. Rowan down on strikes. So it'll be 2 in scoring position and 2 out for Jaden St. Cyr.
Number 1, Jaden St. Cyr.
St. Cyr, a single back in the first and a ground out to the third baseman in the third. Wave and a miss on that first cut. Talbot trying to strand the last of Jennings' runners on base. Reeser is still his responsibility. Pitch outside, 1-1. On the night, the Pippins have scored at least 3 runs unearned. Tells you the story of how much help Jennings got. Downstairs, 2-1. Sweets with 3 errors. The Pippins with 3 as well. In fact, both teams have 6 hits. The only difference right now is the score. 5-3 Pippins. The 2-1. Downstairs, 3-1. Again, first base is open. A walk wouldn't hurt you immediately, but Jacob Brooks represents the 9th man who could bat here for the Pippins in the 4th. 3 balls, 1 strike. Had to throw one. Kept him close. It's now 3-2. Runners will be anticipating contact. A little bit bigger of a secondary with 2 outs here. Talbot's payoff. Fouled straight back. Off the front of the press box and rattles around near a trash can, picked up by a young fan. St. Cyr trying to help the Pippins push across the 6th and 7th run. Another payoff pitch. Another one fouled away. St. Cyr putting up a fight. Not going to go down on Talbot's terms. I haven't seen any action down in the Pippins bullpen. This will still be Pangborn's game. 5-3, and the payoff pitch misses high. It's ball 4, so the bags are now juiced. And Jacob Brooks will stroll to the plate, the 9th man to do so for the Pippins here in the 4th inning. Brooks 1 for 2 tonight. Ground out and reached on an error by the shortstop Young. Walla Walla defense playing against the cut of the grass up the middle. Pretty deep on the corners. First pitch to Brooks is upstairs. Max Senesac, who led off the inning with a home run, is waiting in the on-deck circle. One ball, no strikes. There's strike 1. Pippins with a prime opportunity to crack this one open even more here in Game 2 of the Battle of the Basin. Pippins also trying to win their first series of the season after dropping opening weekend to Wenatchee 2-1. 1-1 pitch is down in the dirt, 2-1. I mentioned Brooks has a trend of reaching on errors and reaching on walks. Brooks on the season, 2 walks. 1 last night and 1 on Sunday as he serves one foul back towards the parking lot. Count now 2-2.
Third base coach Eddie Kribbe going to call timeout here and have a chat with Jacob Brooks. Trying to talk some strategy with 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. A runner at every base for the Pippins. You've got to protect if it's close, but you don't want to let anything good go by you. First offensive visit for the Pippins tonight. As now Talbot comes set at the belt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, swing and a miss at the top of the zone. The bases remain loaded at the end of the inning, but the Pippins strike for 3 runs to retake the lead 5-3. We head to the 5th. This is Pippins baseball.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about West Side Pizza?
I love West Side
I
Pizza.
love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
Let's do pizza.
West Side Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. West Side Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
Top of the 5th inning now, as Ty Pangborn now pitches with a lead as he tries to get through 5 innings and qualify for a potential 2nd win on this season. There are a couple of bodies heading out towards the Pippins bullpen as they continue to do trivia here. Between the 4th and the 5th inning, the Pippins sent 9 men to the plate in the bottom of the 4th, including a leadoff home run by Sinisak. I was devouring a little bit of my pretzel in between innings. They played the 60-second ad, not the 90-second ad, so I wasn't ready for us to come back right away. But here we are, 5-3. It'll be 3, 4, and 5 due up here in the 5th inning for Walla Walla. Tanner Kern, Zane Bidwell, and Caleb Richter. First pitch upstairs from Pangborn. 7 strikeouts on the night for Pangborn, as the players warming up down the line are in fair territory for the Pips. It's Pearson Pollard throwing plyos against the outfield wall. He's going to have to move back into foul territory. (1-0) in there for strike 1. All 3 runs, earned runs in the bottom of the 4th that the Pippins scored. That was after the first 2 that came across were unearned. So Jennings ends his night with 3 1/3, 5 hits, 5 runs, 3 of them earned, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. 2-1 upstairs. Pangborn behind in the count, 3-1. '77th pitch of the game. Called a strike. Count runs full. Pangborn only went about 70 in that first game against Wenatchee. The payoff pitch is served foul.
We'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Roped into right field. That one's going to get down and get all the way to the wall. Anderson has it bounce away from him in the corner. He'll get it in quickly, though, and hold Kern to his second double of the night. Another leadoff man on for the Walla Walla Sweets. So far tonight, when there's been a leadoff man reach, they've scored the first and third. It was a hit by pitch in the first and a single in the third. Now a double here in the fifth as pitching coach Anthony Alvarado will head out for a quick visit. We'll see whether the call is made to the bullpen or not. It's just a conversation between Alvarado, Sinasak, and Pangborn. Probably asking how Pangborn feels, if he can get through 5. That's the 7th hit of the night for Walla Walla. They're actually out-hitting Yakima Valley 7-6. Both teams with 3 errors, as now Taylor Parsons will make the slow trot out towards the mound to break up the meeting. Just about completely in shadow here at Yakima County Stadium, as it looks like Pangborn will remain in this game. Second mound visit used by the Pippins. Pangborn going to try and pitch his way out of this one. He's got 4, 5, and 6. Bidwell, Richter, and Cadiz due up. The last time he faced those 3, strikeout, 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 hoping for more of the same here. First pitch on the ground to Brooks. It's between the wickets. Trickles into left field. Holding up is the runner Kern. The ball gets away from from Brooks at third. Sinasak backs it up. There'll be runners at the corners, and Garrett DeGallier has seen enough. He's going to make a call to the bullpen. Pearson Pollard will come in, and we'll get you his numbers next. This is Pippins Baseball.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox this week. 28-ounce Gatorades are 4 for $5. Fran's Donuts or sandwich bread is 2 for $5. Kettle Brand chips are 2 for $9. Plus find Key Men's Canvas Duck work pants for just $24.99 and Kleenex 4-packs for $6.99. And save in the bonus zone on Werner Jerky and Dawn Dish Soap. Saving our members more and keeping your dollars in your community. Bi-Mart since 1955.
Seattle-born stand-up comedian and impressionist Adam Ray, live at Legends Casino, Friday, July 11th. Known best for his Netflix special, Adam Ray is Dr. Phil Unleashed, as well as his popular YouTube channel.
If you don't know what Citizens app is, it's an app you can put on your phone that notifies you of all the danger that's lurking. That sounds like fun. Yeah, there's a lot of people cooking for Cocoa Puffs right outside your door.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Adam Ray, live on July 11th at Legends Casino in Toppenish.
The new arm for Yakima Valley is Pearson Pollard, the left-handed throwing junior from Houston, Texas, attending Texas A&M Corpus Christi. On the season, appeared in 1 game, went 2 1/3, gave up no runs on 1 hit, 3 walks to 5 strikeouts. Opponents batting .111 against the left-handed throwing Pollard. He inherits a 2-on and nobody out scenario from Ty Pangborn, unable to make it through 5 and qualify for a win, but put his team in a good spot after giving up 8 hits, but striking out 7. 3 runs across, 1 of them unearned. Got to be runners at the corners as Pollard continues his warm-ups. It was a long discussion on the mound before Pollard started his warm-ups, as this back-and-forth game has already brought the go-ahead run back to the plate. Caleb Richter represents what could be a 6th run for the Walla Walla Sweets. The lead runner is Tanner Kern, who doubled for the second time here in this inning. And then Zane Bidwell picked up a single right through the hole. Actually, are they ruling it an error? Yes, they are. Ruling it an error by Brooks over at third. So instead, Pangborn finishes the night with only 7 hits given up. 4th error for the Pippins. There's 2 on and nobody out. Dangerous situation here. First pitch, Pollard sent out towards right center field. Anderson ranging over. This is deep enough to score the run. Securing the catch is Anderson. Tagging at third is Kern. It's a 1-run ball game, but the Pippins get a much-needed first out.
Now batting, number 23, Dominic Cadiz.
So now Dominic Cadiz, who's struck out twice in this game, is up to bat with a man at first. Double play is in order. Pollard 1 pitch and 1 out. This one skips in the dirt. Senesac double pumps the throw down. Did they get him? Yeah, they did. Swim move not enough for Zane Bidwell, and he is caught. Now there's nobody on and 2 outs. And Pollard, a much easier situation to handle. Second runner that Senesac's caught stealing is also picked a runner off. Next pitch is sent high out to left. But how about this? A 3-pitch inning in relief by Pearson Pollard. Only allows the 1 inherited runner to score, and the Pippins still have a lead. 5-4 as we're halfway home here at the Orchard. This is Pippins Baseball.
The Coliseum in Rome had their gladiator games, but it can't compete with Legends Casino Hotel's Coliseum of Cash. During our Summer of Games Thursday drawings in June, we're giving away over $77,000 in cash, plus a new Kawasaki side-by-side. Just use your Legends rewards card to earn entries. Who needs Roman chariot races when you can leave them all in the dust in a Kawasaki side-by-side? All hail Legends Casino Hotel in June, and let this Summer of Games begin.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
For the second time in as many innings, Max Senesac will lead off an inning. But the last time he did that, he sent a 100-mile-an-hour ball off the bat, 345 feet down the left field line. First pitch he sees is a ball inside. That was the first home run for the Pippins this summer. As now he sends one out to right. A little bit easier play for Backus, and he retires it 2 pitches, 1 out. Just a reminder, this is game 2 of 3 in the Battle of the Basin, and game 2 of 9 overall between these two teams. Someone will win the series. Tomorrow we'll be back at it at 6:35. Before the Pippins continue their homestand and welcome the Cowlitz Black Bears for 3. Ethan Buckley sees strike 1. Cowlitz came into today 0-3. Buckley sends one on the ground past a diving third baseman, Cadiz. Young from deep third. A nice scoop over at first by Bidwell. That is a snappy play over there at short. Taking a look at that upcoming schedule, Walla Walla here tomorrow. Cowlitz, it's Teton Cider Works night on Friday night. And Saturday, surprise Saturday against the Black Bears. First pitch to Bittner, called a strike. It's a fun week that we're just getting started with here at the Orchard. 0-1, shot down the left field line. This one's going to stay fair and bounce up against the wall. Bittner rounding first. He's going to get into second with a slide. Is he there? No, they got him out. Strong relay throw from Richter to Young to Folland. And Bittner is thrown out trying to stretch a single into a double. Talbot faces the minimum. We go to the sixth. This is Pippins baseball.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about West Side Pizza?
I love West Side
I
Pizza.
love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
Let's do pizza.
West Side Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. West Side Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
Pearson Pollard back out there for his first full inning of work. He came in and faced the 4, 5, and 6 hitters for Walla Walla and was very efficient. Got a sac fly out to right field that scored one of the 2 runs, but then caught stealing was Bidwell, and Cadiz flew out to left. Only 3 pitches. That's all it took in the 5th inning for Pollard. He continues to warm up here as we stand 5-4. It was a 1-run victory for Yakima Valley last night, 2-1. We're back at that narrow margin again, 5-4, 7 hits apiece for each team. 3 errors for the Sweets, 4 for the Pippins. Throw goes down to second, and it will be 7, 8, and 9 due up again for the Swedes. The trio of lefties at the bottom of the order for Walla Walla. First one up is Johnny Backus, who is 0-for-10 on the season, 7 strikeouts. First pitch downstairs, Sinisak gets away from him. Backus, sophomore from Michigan of the Big Ten Conference. One ball, no strikes. He went around. It's now 1-1. Backus, the Wolverine, batting from the left side. Inside, it hits him. Flips the bat in disgust, and there's a leadoff base runner.
Now batting, number 24, Xavier Hattiesburg.
Backus, who now stands at first. Got to see not a lot of playing time with the Wolverines. And now he gives way to Xavier Hattenberg, who squares to bunt. Brooks charges. Ball down and away. Hattenberg does have 1 RBI on the season. Picked up his second hit of the year back in the second inning. That pitch in there. Looked like a pretty good one to bunt, too. He let the fastball go by. Rowan holding the runner Backus on at first. Brooks is creeping ever so slightly. Pickoff over to first, not in time. The middles are played at double play depth, maybe just a couple steps closer than normal double play depth, but still trying to turn a double play on a hard ground ball. Another step gained by Backus. Pickoff over to first again. Lefty on the mound. He's got a good view of the Walla Walla right fielder. Hattenberg on the season, 500 on base percentage. He will try and find a way on any way he can. 1-1. Bunt is down. It's pushed down the first base line. It's taken to first by Rowan for out number 1. Sacrifice issued and sacrifice completed.
Number 46, Nigel Folland.
Backus now stands at second following his hit by pitch, and now Nigel Folland, who's 2 for 2 today. 2 singles, he scored a run. That's following up a 1 for 3 day where he drove in the only run of the game on an RBI single in the second inning. First pitch, breaker downstairs. Senesac going to go out and talk to his left-hander. Pollard trying to settle down. Nigel Folland, batting in the final spot of the order, has had some pretty good production. Garrett DeGallier asking for a clarification on how many mound visits he has left. That was the 3rd. Pollard comes set, now checks the runner. No one holding him on. The 1-0 finds the zone. Pollard only needed 3 pitches in the 5th inning to get out of trouble. Had to work a little bit harder here in this inning. That was his 11th. Now the 12th pitch, the 1-1. Skips in front of the plate on the apron, but good block back there by Senesac. Runner stays put. Cole Rogers waits on deck. Two 2-1. Inside, grazes near the hands. 3-1. A walk would put a force play back at third base, but would also bring up the top of the Walla Walla order. 3 balls, 1 strike. The southpaw fires home. Strike 2. Folland awaits. It's a payoff pitch from Pollard. Did he go around? No, he did not, says Chris Hansen in the C position. So now it's 2 on. Lead runner at second, and the top of the order, Cole Rogers for Walla Walla. Rogers on the day is 0 for 2. Popped out and reached on an error. He was on base in the first, but was pinch ran for while he underwent concussion protocol. First pitch downstairs. The hit by pitch he took in the first was up at the head area, and so the training staff checked him out while Schaefer ran around the bases and scored the first run of the game. 1-0, called a strike in her third. Count even at 1 apiece. Seth Mahler loosening up down in the Pippins bullpen. Pollard down and in. 2-1. Pippins are hoping that Mahler doesn't have to be used until at least the 7th. Pollard had a good first inning of work. Now, a little bit of trouble here in the second. Two balls, one strike. Fouling back to the screen. Young evens the count. Rogers evens the count. Young waits on deck. 2-2. Smaller crowd tonight after last night's home opener. 2 balls, 2 strikes. This one's roped down the line and foul. Probably about a bat's length foul down that line in left field. No post-game fireworks tonight, but the Pippins trying to dampen some possible fireworks here in the 6th by the Sweets. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 on. Pollard's pitch. Called strike 3 right down Nob Hill Boulevard. That's a huge second out with 2 men on the base paths. So now Landon Young, who in last night's game struck out with the bases loaded, down 1 in the top of the 9th, strolls to the plate. Pippins under that same pressure, only leading by 1 run. Backing out, but first pitch strike. Landon Young wasn't ready for it. That was Pollard's first strikeout of his appearance. A 1 breaking ball, almost brought back by Sinisak. Didn't get the call. Just a tad outside. Count even at 1 apiece. Pitch inside, backs Young off the plate. It's now 2-1. On deck is Tanner Kern, who has 2 doubles and an RBI tonight. Would love to see him in the 7th inning. 2-1 pitch is foul tipped into the mitt. Pollard has Young set up for his 2nd strikeout. Should he get it, it would be one of the biggest of Pollard's young summer. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 outs. The pitch. Inside. How did that not hit Landon Young? A little bit more velocity on that one. Came in at 86. Now the runners will be in motion. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pollard's payoff pitch. Downstairs, did he go around? No, he did not. It's ball 4. And that means Tanner Kern will bat with the bases full of Sweets. With 2 outs here in the 6th.
Number 19, Tanner Kern.
A Sweet at every base. Tanner Kern, the big lefty, has had a couple of balls to the wall today. First pitch breaks outside. No, called a strike. Taylor Parsons calls that a strike. A gift from the home plate umpire. See what Pollard can do with it. On the ground foul, and now way ahead in the count, 0-2. You know, Kern would love to put a big stick on this one. He's already got a home run this year. Bases full of sweets. Pollard's 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Pollard leaves them loaded. The sweets come up empty. And it's 5-4 as we head to the bottom of the 6th here at the Orchard. This is Pippins Baseball.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox this week. 28-ounce Gatorades are 4 for $5. Fran's Donuts or sandwich bread is 2 for $5. Kettle Brand chips are 2 for $9. Plus find Key Men's Canvas Duck work pants for just $24.99 and Kleenex 4-packs for $6.99. And save in the bonus zone on Werner Jerky and Dawn Dish Soap. Saving our members more and keeping your dollars in your community. Bi-Mart since 1955.
Seattle-born stand-up comedian and impressionist Adam Ray, live at Legends Casino, Friday, July 11th. Known best for his Netflix special, Adam Ray is Dr. Phil Unleashed, as well as his popular YouTube channel.
If you don't know what Citizens app is, it's an app you can put on your phone that notifies you of all the danger that's lurking. That sounds like fun. Yeah, there's a lot of people cooking for Cocoa Puffs right outside your door.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Adam Ray, live on July 11th at Legends Casino in Toppenish.
A huge bases loaded strikeout. Strands 3 runners and does not allow one to cross, and Pearson Pollard sparkling through 2 innings of relief. Let's see if the Pippins can go out and get him and the rest of the team a couple of insurance runs. It's the top of the order due up for Yakima Valley. Dylan Anderson steps in to face Talbot, who's in there for his 3rd inning of relief. First pitch misses, ball 1. Anderson got a single back in the 4th as he waves and misses at that one. Advanced to 2nd on an error and then to 3rd on a wild pitch. Would come around later to score on an RBI double by Spicer. Pokes this one right at 3rd base. Cadiz sticks the glove out and robs Anderson of a single.
Now batting, number 8, Gage Reeser.
Back-to-back days, Anderson's been robbed after some hard contact. That one off the bat, only at 69 miles an hour. Nice. A little bit softer than maybe I made it sound. First pitch strike to Gage Reeser. Reeser, the shortstop for the Pippins. He also played shortstop at Yakima Valley College, just up the street. The 1-1. Sky-high pop-up. Tracking it towards foul territory. Oh, my goodness! What a catch by Bidwell in foul territory, stumbling over the mound. All you got to do is tip your cap there. That is a amazing superhuman catch ranging down the right field line. That'll bring up Finley Spicer with nobody on and 2 outs. Spicer swings first pitch. Same general area, it's tracking foul, sliding and unable to make the grab is Backus. This one a little bit deeper towards the pole. Everybody will have to reset.
Spicer trots back towards the dish. On the day, Finley is 1 for 3 with that RBI double. 0-1, right in there, 0-2. Maybe just a tad below the zone on the breaking ball. Now Talbot a strike away, the 0-2 pitch upstairs. Talbot's 1-2. Spicer, a soft little line drive right into center field. It's a 2-out hit for Finley. Second hit of the game. 5th hit overall here at home. That'll be 1 on for Trenton Rowan.
Number 14, Trenton Rowan.
Rowan picked up that RBI single in the first, was hit by a pitch in the third. Struck out with 2 on in the fourth. Pippins would love a little bit of insurance off the bat of Rowan. First pitch swinging, fouled over our heads. 0-1. Rowan from Utah Valley, team that had some success in the regionals. Pitch bounces in. Running as soon as the ball hit the dirt was Spicer. He is into second. Wild pitch puts a man in scoring position. Now, all the Pippins want is something on the ground to the outfield. Five to 4 is the score. The count is 1-1. Pitch down and away. Time going to be called by Hattenberg to go talk to Talbot. Trenton Rowan came into today batting .083, but after a hit and a hit by pitch, not only will his batting average go up, but the on-base goes up as well. Had a rough series up there in Wenatchee as Taylor Parsons writing down that the mound visit took place. Now, after a little bit of a pause, Talbot gets the sign on the 2-1. Now he comes plateward. Rowan sends one high out towards right. Is it going to stay fair? Heck yeah! There's the pop I've been telling you about. Trenton Rowan finally comes through. It's the second long ball of the night for the Pippins. That extends the lead out to 7-4. First it was Senesac back in the fourth. And this time it's Rowan here in the sixth. Give Trenton Rowan 2 RBI. And now Jaden St. Cyr steps to the plate. Everything clean. 99 off the bat. It went 359 feet. Right over there where the wall starts to cut in. That pitch upstairs, 2-0. So Rowan has Senesac beat on the distance category, but Senesac a mile per hour harder when it left the yard. St. Cyr swings through. 2-1. Talbot working quickly after giving up the 2 runs. This one popped foul into the parking lot, straight back. Count now 2-2. Yakima County Stadium, not exactly known for letting balls leave the yard, but again, the closer you get to the lines, the better chance you got. Now a 2-2 pitch. Top of the zone, it's above it. 3-2. Talbot ready with a payoff pitch to St. Cyr. It's roped towards the gap in right center, but ranging over is Backus to catch the line drive. Pippins grabbed 2 more runs thanks to a 2-run shot by Trenton Rowan. And it's now 7-4 as we head to the 7th. Getting late here at Yakima County Stadium, this is Pippins Baseball.
The Coliseum in Rome had their gladiator games, but it can't compete with Legends Casino Hotel's Coliseum of Cash. During our Summer of Games Thursday drawings in June, we're giving away over $77,000 in cash, plus a new Kawasaki side-by-side. Just use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries. Who needs Roman chariot races when you can leave them all in the dust in a Kawasaki side-by-side? All hail Legends Casino Hotel in June, and let this Summer of Games begin.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Pearson Pollard now pitches with 3 runs of insurance up on the board after a 2-run home run by Trenton Rowan in the 6th inning, picking up his first long ball on the season, the Pippins' second. A much better offensive night for Yakima Valley than the last couple of games. Scored 2 runs last night, and now 7 on the board tonight on 9 hits. So now Zane Bidwell bats down 3. It's 4, 5, and 6 due up for Walla Walla. Pollard's first pitch, swing and a miss. Pearson in his 3rd inning of work. That one shot foul towards the Sweets dugout. That is okay. Pangborn went 4+. One of the runners that scored on the sac fly was his responsibility. (0-2) pitch. Just missed. A little bit high. Counts now 1-2. I think everybody paused waiting for Taylor Parsons to punch out Bidwell. Now the 1-2 downstairs. Seven runs on 9 hits. 4 errors committed by the Pips. Bidwell with no batting gloves. Waves and misses. That is the 3rd strikeout of the night for Pearson Pollard.
Now batting, number 32, Caleb Richter.
So now Caleb Richter, one of 5 lefties in the lineup in this game. He's 0 for 2 with a sac fly. Now, time going to be called.
Everybody trying to reset. First pitch in. That one's called a strike. Richter came into this game batting 125 in West Coast League play. Only had one hit. He still only has one hit. But he does have an RBI, his second. 0-1 foul back. Counts now 0-2 as we dip even farther into darkness under the lights for the second night in a row. There is action down in the Sweets bullpen as the same in the Pippins. There's an arm up in each side. 0-2, swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Pearson Pollard. His fourth on the night. And the pitching staff has really found their strikeout stuff tonight. 7 strikeouts by Pangborn, now 4 here by Pollard. Now Dominic Cadiz came into today 0 for 1. He's 0 for 3 on the game. First pitch by Pollard is downstairs. Cadiz has played a pretty good third base. He does have 1 error tonight. Last night it was Trevor T at third. Pitch just up in the zone. 2-0. Pearson's been sitting right around that 85 area on the fastball. Did amp it up a couple of times, closer to the 90s. 2-0, sky high, but fouled back towards the bleachers. And it'll land into the first row of parking on the south side of Yakima County Stadium. Two balls and 1 strike. Pollard downstairs. 3-1. If Cadiz reaches, then Johnny Backus, the first of 3 lefties in a row, will step up to the dish. Cadiz way ahead. The 3-1 is nowhere near. And it's ball 4. A pair of strikeouts and a walk here in the inning. Coaches Anthony Alvarado and Eddie Kribbe encouraging Pollard to get 1 more out and get us to the 7th inning stretch. Pollard set at his letters. First pitch way inside, and it plunks Backus. That's the second time he's been hit. He wasn't too happy with the first one, and certainly not too happy with the second one. As a quick visit from Taylor Parsons to Pollard, just trying to cool the situation off. So now Xavier Hattenberg, who does represent the tying run, climbs into the plate. He's 1 for 3 tonight. Picked up a single back in the second. First pitch bounces in the apron. Sinisak has no idea where it is. The runner coming around third. The throw to the plate. Pollard tags him out. No, he's safe. The hand just got under. The ball definitely beat him. But coming around third aggressively is Cadiz, and he will score. One of the closest plays you're going to see. Cadiz scores after he's ruled safe by Taylor Parsons. On to third on the extremely wild pitch is Backus. It's now a 2-run ball game, 7-5. The pitch actually didn't get too far away, as that one right back into the zone. 1-1. The only problem was that it bounced so high up in the air that it gave Cadiz plenty of time to get around third. 1-1. Finds the zone 1 and 2. Pearson looking to put this one away. 1 run across here in the 7th. The 1-2 pitch. Did he offer? Tag applied? Yeah, he did. Striking out the side is Pearson Pollard. We head to the stretch. It's 7-5, Yakima Valley over Walla Walla. This is Pippins baseball.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about Westside Pizza?
I love Westside
I
Pizza.
love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
What's your pizza?
Westside Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. Westside Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
A wild pitch and a ball that bounced probably 20 feet in the air. Brought home the 5th run of the game for the Walla Walla Sweets as they send out their 3rd arm of the ball game. Talbot went through 3. And the new hurler for Walla Walla is number 35, Owen Godinez from Whitman College. A native of Walla Walla, pitching for his hometown summer team. He will be tasked with keeping Jacob Brooks, Max Sinisak, and Ethan Buckley off the base pads.
Number 35, Owen Godinez. And now back.
Godinez in here for the 7th. Talbot came in relief of Jennings in the 4th after Jennings went 3 1/3. So Talbot going 2 2/3. Gave up the RBI double to Finley Spicer as the first man he saw. First pitch to Brooks is downstairs. Brooks on the night, reached on an error. Other than that, he's 0 for, ground out, strikeout. He sends this one high. Running out of foul territory is Cadiz, and it bounces into the beer garden. 1-1. Talbot ends the night, 2 runs given up, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts on 4 hits. Brooks watches ball 2. Max Sinisak, who hit the Pippins' first home run of the year, waits on deck. Would love to hit with the man on. As Brooks watches ball 3, it's becoming closer and closer that he will hit with a man on. The 3-1. Downstairs, ball 4. Let's take a look around the West Coast League. A final from Wenatchee. The Apple Sox beat the Falcons 2-0. So a low-scoring affair that took 2.5 hours up there in Wenatchee. It's the top of the 10th inning in Port Angeles. Nanaimo 7, Port Angeles 1. The Night Owls have scored 6 runs in the top of the 10th. Top of the 8th inning, Bellingham up 7-2 over Kamloops. Seneschak squaring to bunt, pulls back. Springfield up 8-5 over Bend, trying to improve on that 1-3 record. As now the infield will come in with a meeting on the mound by Colby Wattillo, still looking around the league. Ridgefield up 12-3 over the Marion Berries. And finally that game down in Portland has started, 4-0 Portland over Corvallis. They're already on the top of the 7th. That game moving quick. Again, a final score already from earlier today. An 11 o'clock game in Edmonton where the Riverhawks won 9-1 over the Victoria Harbor Cats. Edmonton at the top of the North standings. Of course, they've only played two official games at 2-0. Victoria drops to 3-2. So there's 2 teams currently undefeated in the WCL. Edmonton 2-0 and Portland is 4-0 and working on moving to 5-0 as they're up 4-0 on Corvallis. After the mound visit, Godinez throws the 1-0. Seneschak squares and gets it down. Godinez ranging, has to flip himself around to get it onto first, but he does so in time. Brooks advances to second. Successful sacrifice by Max Seneschak. It's now Ethan Buckley. Grounded out twice and lined out once. Trying to provide that third run of insurance. Stepping off is Godinez. The timer will reset, and now Hattenberg will stroll back out there for the second mound visit here in the inning. Well, if Walla Walla is going to make one more visit, they're going to have to change pitchers, and currently nobody is throwing in the bullpen. That was their 4th mound visit overall. Their next defensive meeting will have to be to change pitchers. Buckley stands in the right-hand batter's box against the lefty Godinez. Brooks takes off. There'll be no throw. He got a huge jump. Second stolen base of the day by Brooks. Now 90 feet away is that third insurance run. Buckley looking to drive something to the outfield as the infield will play in. Godinez sends the 1-0 in, and it's fouled back by Buckley. Buckley during batting practice had quite a few balls back up the middle. One of those would work just fine as well. The 1-1, way outside. 2-1. Buckley, the native of Cape Town, South Africa. Played last season with Gonzaga. 2-1, skips in. Good stop by Hattenberg. Before the stop at Gonzaga, Buckley actually won the regular season championship with Lynn Benton Community College 2 years ago. A guy who's been a part of a couple of winning franchises. 3-1 strike. Downstairs, it bounces away from Hattenberg, but not far enough to score Brooks. And so, second walk here in the appearance for Godinez. And that'll bring up Kyler Bittner, who has been on all 3 times tonight. 2 singles and a walk. He's scored a run. Kyler had a good batting practice round as well today. A lot of hard contact. Certainly feeling more of himself. Buckley is a smart base runner, but with the lefty on the mound, we'll see if he goes. Time is called. Now Taylor Parsons says play ball. First pitch to Bittner is high and away. Only one out in the top of the order looming on deck. Dylan Anderson awaits his 5th chance to bat here tonight. Godinez catches the inner black. 1-1. Temperature has definitely cooled down a little bit. Slight breeze blowing from third base dugout to right field wall. 1-1 pitch. Squaring to bunt. Trying to get the deke. Actually, it's at his feet. Hattenberg, I thought, was just trying to trick the runners. With the lapse in communication, Buckley does take second on the passed ball. Brooks was able to read it right away. Now the infield will return to the grass as stepping off and resetting the pitch clock is Godinez. Now he resets. 2 in scoring position, 1 out. Way outside, 3-1. Bittner's not afraid to draw a walk and bring the top of the order up with the bases loaded. The 3-1. Fouled back. Close enough to swing at. Now the count runs full. Buckley with a huge lead at second. Brooks a short lead at third. The payoff pitch from Godinez. Foul back, staying alive. Bittner making Godinez work. "19 pitches in the inning. Here's number 20. Driven out to center field, sending Rogers way back. Tagging up are both runners. Buckley will stay put at second. Brooks scores from third. It's an RBI sac fly by Kyler Bittner to re-extend the lead to 3. It's 8-5.
Number 25, Dylan Anderson.
Good job by Kyler Bittner to get the run in. 8-5 Pippins now in the top of the inning. Top of the order, rather, due up. Lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch strike to Anderson. Mentioned the breeze that kicked up. Now the netting is rippling a little bit. Foul ball at the plate, 0-2. Certainly a much harder wind than was blowing earlier. Still not the 20-mile-an-hour winds we had up in Wenatchee, but enough to make you feel about 5 degrees cooler. Fans that are still sticking around. The 0-2 pitch. Inside and high. 1-2. Third base coach Eddie Kribbe screaming at Anderson to hit a line drive somewhere. Give Buckley a chance to run with 2 outs. Action down in the Pippins bullpen. Will have a new arm. The 1-2. Called strike 3. It was a delayed strike 3 call, but Anderson is down looking. The Pippins do score 1 in the 7th on a sac fly by Kyler Bittner, and they re-extend the lead back to 8-5. We go to the 8th. This is Pippins Baseball.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about West Side Pizza?
I love West Side
I
Pizza.
love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
Let's do pizza.
West Side Pizza.
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. West Side Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
Third man out of the bullpen for the Yakima Valley Pippins is number 4, Seth Mahler. Mahler on the season started game 2 up in Wenatchee, only win an inning and 2/3. Gave up 4 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .400 against him, but this time he comes in a hold situation, up by 3. Trying to keep 9-1-2 from producing any offense for Walla Walla. Pearson Pollard ends his night going 3 innings, no hits, only gave up 1 run. 3 walks and 5 strikeouts. It's 8-5 here in the 8th. Pippins will average a run per inning unless they score in the bottom of the inning. Bunt laid down. It's a good one, but it tails foul. It just kind of sat up there on the chalk for about 10 feet. Nigel Fallon thought he had a single, but he'll have to return to the plate. A little bit of a quicker step back to the plate, not taking all of his time, but enough time to catch his breath. Good idea as the infield is playing back. 0-1 downstairs. Good stop by Sinisak. Mahler features a fastball, slider, changeup mix. Played his spring ball at Whitworth. That one finds the zone. 1-2. Lake Stevens, Washington native. The 1-2 pitch. Did he go around? The tag applied. Did he go? Appeal down, no. Taylor Parsons asks Chris Hansen what the play is, and instead of a strikeout, it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mahler ready with the 2-2. Brought back, but called a ball. Sinisak tried to frame that one. Counts run full to the 9-hole spot for Walla Walla. 2 singles and a walk by Fallon today. Payoff pitch. That one is definitely called strike 3. They didn't get it the first time on the appeal down to first, but frozen pizza, as Braves broadcaster Brandon Godden would say. The slider. And Fallon's the first out. It's now Cole Rogers batting for the 5th time. First pitch strike. Was hit by a pitch there in the first inning and was checked out for concussion protocol, but was able to re-enter. He's reached on an error, struck out and popped out. Mahler filling the strike zone up now. It's 0-2.
Few hundred people still braving the cooler winds tonight, encouraging Mahler. The 0-2 way outside. The shortstop Landon Young waits in the on-deck circle. 2 singles and a walk today for him. The 1-2 popped up, but it's going to find the foul territory down the first base line. Still 1-2. Seth did strike out a pair during that 1 2/3 worked on Saturday. The 1-2. A line drive into left center field. It's going to get down in front of St. Cyr. Hard turnover at first by Rogers, but he is held to a single. So it's a 1-out base runner for Walla Walla here in the 8th. So Landon Young last night, 1 for 4, had that strikeout in the 9th inning that ended it with the bases loaded. First pitch down and away. He also had a chance earlier in the game with runners on, took a walk. Runner goes. This pitch is in play out to short. Reeser has to charge. The throw over. Scoop by Rowan. What a play over at first. Gage Reeser gets an out. There's 2 down here on the nifty play at short.
Now batting, number 19, Tanner Kern.
So now Tanner Kern, the last hope here in the 8th inning for the Walla Walla Sweets. Kern, 2 doubles tonight. Strikeout and flyout. Mahler's first pitch, just low. Senesac paused. There's so many pitches on the strike zone now for TrackMan data, it's hard to see where that one exactly missed. (1-0). Across the kneecaps, 2-0. Kern, first baseman last night, the designated hitter tonight, getting a chance to focus just on that swing. Check of the runner at second. 2-0, fouled off the body of Kern. Yakima Valley only used 3 pitchers last night. They're on their 3rd one tonight. You wonder if this score holds, if Mahler's able to come out for the 9th. Stepping off. Mahler with a deep breath. 2-1. Fouled away. Pippins head coach Garrett DeGallier puts that one back in the bucket. And now Seth Mahler is a strike away from getting out of the 8th inning, despite the single by Cole Rogers. 2-2 pitch. In play. Mahler flips it on to first in time, and the Sweets strand another one. They've left at least one stranded in every inning in this contest. No runs come across. It's 5-8. Pippins looking to tack on a couple more. We go to the bottom of the 8th. This is Pippins Baseball.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox this week. 28-ounce Gatorades are 4 for $5. Fran's Donuts or sandwich bread is 2 for $5. Kettle Brand chips are 2 for $9. Plus find Key Men's Canvas Duck work pants for just $24.99 and Kleenex 4-packs for $6.99. And save in the bonus zone on Werner Jerky and Dawn Dish Soap. Saving our members more and keeping your dollars in your community. Bi-Mart since 1955.
Seattle-born stand-up comedian and impressionist Adam Ray, live at Legends Casino, Friday, July 11th. Known best for his Netflix special, Adam Ray is Dr. Phil Unleashed, as well as his popular YouTube channel.
If you don't know what Citizens app is, it's an app you can put on your phone that notifies you of all the danger that's lurking. That sounds like fun. Yeah, there's a lot of people cooking for Cocoa Puffs right outside your door.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Adam Ray, live on July 11th at Legends Casino in Toppenish.
Last bits of sunshine poking through to our west as the Pippins lead 8-5. Last chance to tack on some more insurance runs. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Pips. First one to Gage Reeser. Ball outside. Godinez gave up the run by Jacob Brooks in the 7th on a sac fly by Kyler Bittner. Now the 1-0 is golfed. Diving out at short is Young. The throw over is not in time to get the speedy Reeser. And now Young slow to get up out there at short after he laid out for that ball trailing into left field. Field umpire Chris Hansen going out to check on the shortstop for the Sweets. Not a very comfortable landing by Young out there at short. Had to really extend to keep that ball on the infield. It's now Finley Spicer, who's 2 for 4 tonight, with an RBI and a run scored. Lefty on the bump, staring at Reeser. Now takes a step back to first. Not going. Ball down in the dirt. 1-0. You know Reeser wants to run, but with the lefty up there, you just don't know how good of a jump you're going to get. 1-0. Spicer sends one a mile high into the night sky. Bidwell chasing it. It's going to fall in the Bermuda Triangle. Throw goes into second. And it's a back-to-back singles for the Pippins here in the 8th. Not only is the last licks of sunlight kind of still up in that night sky, but the sky is changing colors as you're ranging back towards the outfield wall. Just kind of landed in the Bermuda Triangle of Bidwell, Fallon, and Backus. Nobody out. A prime opportunity for Trenton Rowan, who hit a 2-run shot back in the 6th. Squares to bunt. Gets it down, but it is foul. Thought maybe for a second there it would bounce off that grass lip and roll back towards the chalk, but not to be here in the 8th. Rowan's home run back in the 6th traveled 359 feet and was 99 miles an hour off the bat. He faces an 0-1 count, lefty-lefty matchup with Godinez out there on the mound. Both runners take off. The pitch is downstairs. The double steal executed again by the Pippins. They did it in the 1st and was successful this time here in the 8th. Infield returns to the grass. They've had to play in quite a bit now that they trail 8-5. Rowan inside, it clips him. Just got him on the sleeve. So the bases will be loaded. And Jaden St. Cyr stepping to the plate. There is nobody in the Sweets bullpen I mean, there are no bodies down there whatsoever. This is Godinez's game. Pippins don't have anybody in their bullpen either. They're going to rely on Mahler to get the last 3 outs in the top of the 9th. But I'm surprised the Sweets do not have an arm up. St. Cyr, first pitch he sees, called a strike. Last night, Walla Walla used 4 arms, but Figueroa only pitched a third of an inning. Faced 1 batter, actually only threw like 3 pitches. So they have a couple of arms available, but nobody up. 0-1. St. Cyr squares to bunt. He offers at it and goes around. It's 0-2. St. Cyr will most likely not be bunting here. And instead we'll have to put one in play. Force out everywhere. Bases full of Pippins. Infield playing on the grass. Swing and a miss by St. Cyr. That's a big first out for Godinez. So now the middle infielders will retreat back to double play depth. With Jacob Brooks up trying to maybe induce a ground ball and see this 8th inning end. Corners do still play in. Brooks on the ground. That's a foul ball just before the bag. Cadiz had a glove on it, but it was foul before then. Rules Taylor Parsons. Jacob Brooks waits the 0-1. Pitch called a strike, inner third. Brooks will have to battle here. It's now 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball never caught the plate. It's 1-2. Pippins trying to capitalize on a bases loaded opportunity. They had nobody out, but St. Cyr struck out. Godinez on the ropes. The 1-2 pitch. Brooks stays alive. Corners playing for a slow roller. Slight shift to the pull side for Brooks. Outfield plays straight up. Trying to cut down a run on a fly ball. 1-2 pitch. Popped up on the infield. This is likely an infield fly. Yes, it is. Rules Taylor Parsons, and there's 2 down. It was hauled in by the first baseman, Bidwell. And so Max Senesac is the final hope for any more Pippins offense tonight. Strikeout, pop out by St. Cyr and Brooks. Senesac watches first pitch away for ball 1. Reeser's at third, Spicer's at second, Rowan is at first, the 1-0. This one away as well. A walk would be an RBI as well. Senesac's got 1 RBI on the night after that solo home run in the 4th. Godinez trying to work out of a bases-loaded jam. 2-0, sent foul. It'll hang up here in the bleachers for a souvenir. Senesac trying to provide a little more insurance for the Pips. Pitch just missed. So now it's 3 balls and 1 strike. Sinisak would take ball 4 to drive in the 9th run of the game. Single, walk, strikeout, pop out, the 3-1. Downstairs, it's ball 4. Godinez has just walked in a run. Everybody moves up 90 feet. It's Reeser who scores, and Sinisak credited with his 4th RBI of the year. So now same scenario for Ethan Buckley, the designated hitter. Been on base once, he walked, back in the 7th. Buckley sends one out to shallow center, ranging in his Rogers. He's not going to get there. 1 run is home. The throw is spiked into the dirt. A 2nd run comes across. Trenton Rowan scores. And the Pippins have cracked this one wide open. It's now 11-5. Buckley comes up big with a 2 RBI single. Give him his 2nd and 3rd RBI on the season. And now Kyler Bittner is up to the dish with 2 outs. This is Godinez's inning. He needs 1 more out, but he's given up 3 runs. Both runners take off. The throw is going to go down to 2nd. Nearly hits Godinez in the face. It's a double steal by Sinisak and Buckley. And now 2 men back in scoring position for Kyler Bittner. Second offering from Godinez is high and away. Pulled Hattenberg out of the squat. Dylan Anderson waits on deck. He would be the 9th man to bat here in the 8th inning. First base is open. Lefty-righty matchup, the 1-1. Misses. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bittner has reached 3 times. He also had a sacked fly in the 7th. 2-1 is roped foul. Count even at 2 apiece. Godinez a strike away from putting a plug in the sinking raft. A lot of water's already been taken on, though. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bittner sends one through the right side. 1 run is home. Buckley, the trail runner, he'll score standing up. It's now 13-5, Pippins lead. Bittner gets in on the party here in the 8th. And now the 9th man will bat here in the inning. Dylan Anderson. Sinisak scored easily. Buckley hustling around 3rd, scored standing up. Not going, Bittner. Anderson takes strike 1. This is the 2nd time 9 men have come to the plate for the Pippins. The first time was back in the 4th inning, started by a Max Sinisak home run. 0-1, big cut by Anderson. So the count runs to 0-2. The pitch. Line drive into right center field. The hit party continues. Bittner rounds 2nd. He's on his way to 3rd. He's in there standing up. The Pippins will bat around here in the 8th inning. 3rd straight single by the Pippins offense. And now Gage Reeser, who started this inning with a single, will come back to bat. 5 singles, 2 walks, and Jacob Brooks's infield fly and Jaden St. Cyr's strikeout. That's the 8th inning to this point for the Pips. Godinez, first offering is called a strike. One of the most helpless feelings in the world. Nobody warming up behind you. 5 runs already across the plate. 2 of them scoring with 2 outs is stepping off Godinez. Head's got to be spinning a little bit for him as the Sweets elect to save an arm for tomorrow's game versus hold this one here. Is a mile-high pop-up on the infield by Reeser. It's tracked by Young, and he makes the grab for out number 3. But the damage done. 5 runs on 5 hits. The Pippins leave 2 on. And we head to the 9th. 13-5, Yakima Valley leads. This is Pippins baseball.
The Coliseum in Rome had their gladiator games, but it can't compete with Legends Casino Hotel's Coliseum of Cash. During our Summer of Games Thursday drawings in June, we're giving away over $77,000 in cash, plus a new Kawasaki side-by-side. Just use your Legends rewards card to earn entries. Who needs Roman chariot races when you can leave them all in the dust in a Kawasaki side-by-side? All hail Legends Casino Hotel in June, and let this Summer of Games begin.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Seth Mahler back out there to finish the 9th inning, and despite what the scoreboard says, 13-5, this is still a save situation for Mahler. First pitch roped down the left field line by the pinch hitter, Owen Estabrook. When Mahler entered this game, it was 8-5. Pitch away, 1-1. And then the Pippins would go on and score 5 in the bottom of the 8th inning. High fly ball out towards right. Coming in is Spicer, and he makes the grab for out number 1. Mahler entered with that 8-5 lead in the 8th inning. And so that is a save situation. If he finishes this game, he will earn the save. As now Caleb Richter watches the first one up near the tower, and instead that's a pinch hitter, John Porter Strother, at the plate. Hard hit on the ground. Brooks is able to come up with it, backing up, and a good pick over there at first by Rowan. There's 2 down. The bench emptying
Number 23.
for Colby Wattillo as Dominic Cadiz will hit in his regular scheduled spot. Cadiz is 0 for 3. He's also drawn a walk. First pitch from Mahler misses for ball 1. Seth Mahler trying to finish off a 13-5 victory as that pitch in the zone for strike 1. One ball, one strike. Called a strike number 2, and the Sweets are down to their final strike. Seth Mahler on the bump, facing Dominic Cadiz. The 1-2 pitch. High fly ball out towards right. Spicer trailing back. Now he comes in, and that's the ball game. 13-5 is the final score. Seth Mahler gets a 2-inning save, and the Pippins improve to 2-0 on the home season and 3-2 overall as they will go for the sweep tomorrow against the Walla Walla Sweets. It was a night dominated by offense for Yakima Valley, as Max Sinisak and Trenton Rowan both hitting home runs. There are Cascade Natural Gas high-efficiency players of the game. 13 runs put up on 14 hits. The Pippins did commit 4 errors, but in the end it didn't matter as it was a huge 8th inning that put them over the top. Remember, it was only a 3-run ball game going into that bottom of the 8th inning. But then a 5 spot put up as the Pippins sent 10 men to the plate, and they secure the 13-5 victory. The Walla Walla Sweets only score 5 runs on 8 hits. They committed 3 errors. They drop to 2-3 on the season, 2-3 on the road, and will look to salvage the series and get back to 500 tomorrow night as the Sweets and the Pippins face off for the 3rd Battle of the Basin game and the 3rd game of Yakima Valley's 6-game homestand. If you're coming out tomorrow, it's Thirsty Thursday. Come on out, enjoy some discounted drinks, and come watch the Pippins go for a sweep over their sibling rival team and take a commanding 3-0 lead in the Battle of the Basin. It's 2-0 as it stands right now in favor for the Pippins, as they are winners tonight by a final score of 13-5. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. For everyone associated with the Pippins broadcast and the Pippins baseball team, I'm Harmon Johnson signing off, saying stay safe, have a great night, and we'll talk to you tomorrow night at around 6:20 for Pippins pregame as we get set for Game 3 of the Battle of the Basin and a potential Pippins sweep. Final score again tonight, Pippins 13, Sweets 5. We'll talk to you tomorrow night from right here at the Orchard against the Walla Walla Sweets. Have a good night, everybody.